of the Media Owners Association. In the middle is David Omoyo, who is the CEO, Media Council of Kenya, and Churchill Otieno, who is the president of the Kenya Editors Guild. Each one of them will read a statement. We have one joint statement, but each one of them have a part to read. We will then issue this statement to you at the end of the briefing. We will allow a few questions after they read their statement. They will be able to answer those questions, and then we will call it a morning. So I think we should be able to start in 3, 2, and 1.
So thank you. So as Kenya prepares for elections, a lot is expected from the media to enable citizens make informed choices on issues and on candidates seeking electoral positions. The media plays a critical role in democratic processes such as elections, including setting the agenda, conducting civic education, and providing general information on the governance and electoral processes. A credible, free, fair, and transparent general election, therefore, calls for a joint approach by media stakeholders pursuant to their role as the society's watchdog. Kenya is getting into a critical phase of a transitional election, with all eyes trained on the key contenders for the presidency and, by extension, their running mates. The media's place in leading the way in facilitating Kenyans to evaluate the presidential and deputy presidential candidates is most vital now than before. The strength of any democracy depends on citizen participation in issues of governance where the culture of a country values and protects free expression of ideas. In Kenya, we have walked a long journey from the days of one-party system to multi-party and finally to the second liberation, to expand the space of political discourse. We are a country of diversity of opinions, as demonstrated by the existence of about 100 registered political parties. Our democracy journey is intertwined with the story of our media. These are Siamese twins of our public discourse. Free speech and free media have emerged as the epitome of our democracy. Indeed, we have experienced the progressive growth of our democracy and vibrant media over the years.
We are mindful of our duty as media to facilitate conversations that becomes even more pertinent during an election year. This is the reason why, from 2013, media has collectively moved to entrench the culture of presidential debates as one of the cornerstone pillars of our democracy and electoral process for the benefit of the Kenyan people. In 2013, all 8 candidates came together to engage each other and the Kenyan people on the future of our nation across 2 debates, each over 2 hours long. Then in 2017, media again came together and held yet again 2 presidential debates and 1 deputy presidential debate. It is this culture of freedom of expression that has encouraged various stakeholders in the electoral process to hold debates for political and other professional organization elected platform positions. For a country that has so many diverse political voices, debates have become the place for clarity of priorities, the place for public policies, the place for ideas, and other development aspects key to the Kenyan people. The debates play a significant role in the way we choose our leaders. During these debates, the public gets to listen to the candidates and gauge what their priorities could be once they assume office. In that way, they catalyze issues-based elections. They provide an opportunity for candidates to debate and interact and engage. And they enable Kenyans to make informed decisions. Such efforts call for collective action by media stakeholders, given the centrality of the media in shaping public opinion.
It is for this reason that for 2022, we are pleased to announce the partnership between the Media Owners of Association of Kenya, the Media Council of Kenya, and the Kenya Editors Guild to organize the 2022 presidential and deputy presidential debates that will take place in July 2022 in consultation with the political parties ahead of the August 9th general elections. The three entities have agreed on a joint inclusive approach to the process. In this regard, the aforementioned media partners have effective today appointed Clifford Machoka, currently head of External Affairs and Marketing at the Nation Media Group, as the head of the Presidential Debate Secretariat. He will coordinate a diverse team of members from the partner institutions to engage political party partners, stakeholders in the electoral process, and organize the 2022 presidential and deputy presidential debates. Mr. Machoka, can I request Mr. Machoka to stand and wave? And that is Mr. Machoka. He will be assisted by Mr. Leo Mutisia, the head of research and media monitoring at the Media Council of Kenya. Mr. Leo Mutisia, please stand. That is him. And he will also be assisted by Ms. Rosalia Omungo, the Chief Executive Officer, Kenya Editors Guild. That is her. Thank you. A team of senior editors from across media houses have been established to provide stewardship of the content aspects, given how critical the debates are to ensure the public interest obligations are served. Structures have been put in place to secure the interest of Kenyans and to deliver fairness to all concerned, especially audiences and candidates. We have today launched what is a journey that will see the various teams and the various arms of the media industry play their rightful role during this electoral process. We assure the public and the stakeholders in the electoral process that we will give Kenyans quality issue-based presidential and deputy presidential debates that will enable their decision-making and effective participation in this year's election. Thank you, and God bless Kenya.
Thank you very much. Maybe we can take this opportunity to invite any questions from our teams. Any questions from our teams? Yeah, I think there's. Go ahead.
Nicholas Lele from CAS Media Group. Maybe, how many debates have you purposed? Are they only one debate for the presidential and the deputy candidates, or you have two?
Okay. Thank you, thank you. Maybe we can take two more. Yes.
Okay. Last time the president did not attend for the presidential debate. So how will you make sure that every presidential candidate this time attends that presidential debate? My name is Martin Mwangi from NTV.
Thank you, Martin. Can we get one last one for this round? This one on the other side. Yeah.
Yes, my name is Ben Kirui from Citizen TV. In a situation where some media owners have declared their political biases towards maybe one presidential candidate. How sure are we going? How sure are we that it is going to be maybe less contaminated politically?
Okay. Thank you. The last question I'll direct to Churchill. The first question on how many debates, let me direct that to the MOA chairman. And then there was a question on if we didn't, in the last debates, one of the candidates did not appear. How can we make it happen this time around? I think David can tackle that. So maybe we can start with Steve.
Thank you. Let me handle the question on ensuring that everyone attends. I think it is suicidal for any presidential or deputy presidential candidate not to attend this. We expect, and we will work with them, we'll work with the various stakeholders, we'll work with the various presidential candidates once they are announced. And we are positive, we are confident that because they want the best for this country and because they want to communicate with the voters, they will attend. So I'm optimistic and confident that they will attend, and it's encouraged that they all attend. Thank you.
I'll handle the issue about the number of debates. We will have at least one presidential and one running mate debate, at least. The whole idea is, as the guidelines which will be published by the technical team in a few days come up, there will be a system, guidelines for debates, a scientific based on the numbers and percentages people garner. So we will have at least, we'll have a threshold for people to participate. And the whole idea is that we will have an initial one, and then one that goes fine as we move to the days. So at least there will be one presidential, one running debate, but ideally there could be at least two for each. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll handle the question about contamination, and especially as it goes to honors who've taken sides. I think one thing we need to say, and we need to say it loud and clear, that the news media of Kenya have no candidate in the elections as they happen this year. So us, as media entities and as newsrooms in our country, as we go about covering the elections, we have no candidate. That's number one. Then number two, there are individuals who own media enterprises. And Kenya being a free market zone, every Kenyan has a right and opportunity to participate in business. And that does not deny them their rights to then participate in elections as individuals. So we cannot begrudge those who choose to take political positions. The more important thing for us as professionals in the content area and as the editors in Kenya is that those who make such choices to disclose them openly and clearly. But then also as they disclose them, that the professionals who must deal with news every single day be given the chance to do what they must do in terms of managing the news process away from contamination. We are lucky that in Kenya, our journalism is fairly mature. We have clear benchmarks and standards on how the news process should be managed and should be protected from those who may have partisan interests. And we believe that the key media houses in Kenya in the hands of fairly respectable professionals who will make sure that this counts for the Kenyan audiences. Indeed, it is for that reason that even as we come together to create the presidential debates, that a team of fairly respected and senior experienced editors have been called upon to come and shepherd or steward the editorial process and the content process around these debates. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maybe a last round of questions before we close. Just behind you.
Thank you very much. My name is Joash Onsare from TV47. Na niko na swali, nitatumia lugha ya Kiswahili na nitauliza, Wakenya wataruhusiwa kutuma maswali wakati wa mdahalo huo wa urais na wagombea wenza katika mwezi huo ambao ni wa Julai?
Asante sana kwa swali hilo. I think we have our sister there.
Thank you. My name is Safin Acheng from KBC. My question is there a consideration that is being put in place for the population that may not be able to understand English? I know it may be too much to ask for such a debate to be done in the local dialect, but at least, you know, investment to be put in place in the languages that the so-called common mwananchi, for lack of a better term, can be able to understand. Because this is a very critical debate, and we have to agree, trends have shown the so-called elites do not turn up on the material day. A small percentage turns up to vote, but ni wananchi wa kawaida ambao wanajitokeza kupiga kura. So I don't know whether something is being done to that effect.
Thank you very much, Safi. Last question. Yes.
Jina langu ni Busara Naman kutoka K24. Mniruhusu nizungumze kwa Kiswahili. Na swali langu, je, kuna mchakato ambao utatumika kuhakikisha kwamba wawaniaji wote wa rais wanajumuishwa, ama kutakuwa na midahalo miwili kwa wale wawaniaji ambao wako na asilimia kubwa ya umaarufu, alafu kuna wale wengine ambao wako huku chini? Je, kutakuwa na midahalo miwili ama utakuwa tu mmoja ambao unajumuisha wote kwa pamoja? Asante.
Asante sana.
Asante sana. Naomba nijibu swali kuhusu ikiwa umma utakuwa na fursa ya kushiriki katika mdahalo huu. Jinsi tulivyojipanga ni kuwa umma au the public watakuwa na fursa ya kushiriki, watakuwa na fursa ya kutuma maswali, na vile vile maswali hayo yatajumuisha katika mdahalo huo iwapo yatakuwa yakihusika. Na jambo hilo ni nzuri sana. Vile vile tutakuwa na fursa ya kuwa na wawakilishi katika ukumbi huo, wawakilishi kutoka sehemu mbalimbali wakiwakilisha interest kadhaa wa kadhaa. Asanteni.
Swali kuhusu kama iwapo tutaweza kuwa na tafsiri ya mijadala hiyo katika lugha mbalimbali. haiwezekani kukuwa na tafsiri zaidi ya 50 kwa maana Kenya tuna makabila zaidi ya 50, lakini tunajaribu kupanga na vyombo vya habari vya mashinani kukuwa na mijadala yao pale na viongozi wale pale chini, kwa maana ukiwa na viongozi wale mashinani pale wataweza kuwaeleza wananchi mikakati ya vyema vyao vikuwa viongozi wao, hivi kwamba kama rais amekuja kaongea kwa lugha ya Kimombo ama Kiswahili, ukikuwa na mijadala pale mashinani kwa vile vyombo vya habari vinavyoongea kwa lugha tofauti tofauti, wananchi wataweza kuelewa chama fulani ama kiongozi fulani anasimamia nini, kwa maana haiwezekani, hakuna uwezo wa kibinadamu kuwa na tafsiri kwa lugha 42 ama 45 katika mjadala mmoja, lakini itawezekana kwamba kwa at least lugha 20 ama county 20 tutaweza kuwa na mijadala katika maeneo ya mashinani, ili wananchi wakaweza kuelewa chama fulani, sera ya chama fulani ama miungano fulani inasimamia nini katika ngazi za kitaifa.
Thank you. Just to summarize in English, to take care of those non-Swahili speakers. We already have debate guidelines that have been used in prior debates. This is currently going through a review so that we can update them to the current reality before issuing them. But what is clear is that public participation is a key foundation of our constitution, and because presidential debates and the other political debates are a part of a public process, we will look for and find ways to ensure that the public have a chance to, raise whatever issues they feel their future leaders should respond to. But we will also apply science to it. So there is a core team looking at research to help us then surface some of those issues. Thank you.
Okay, one more. Very burning. Okay, very burning. The last one? Okay, one last round, right? Then we'll close. Okay.
My name is Malin Lucas from KTN News, and you have mentioned that the public will be able to send in questions, and to where exactly is the public sending the questions to, and is there a deadline or a timeline to which the questions should be sent before?
Thank you for that.
Jina langu naitwa Davis Mberia kutoka Ebru. 2013 tulishuhudia mojawapo wa waniaji Paul Mwite akielekea mahakamani na kutaka kujumuishwa katika orodha ambayo ingeingia katika mdahalo wa wagombea urais. Na pakubwa pia tukashuhudia Abduba Dida pia ambaye hakuwa amejumuishwa katika orodha ile. Wakati tunaingia sasa mwaka huu katika mdahalo huu, je, mmepanga vipi kuona kwamba visa kama hivi havijirudii, na je kuna waniaji wangapi ambao tayari wajumuisha katika orodha, na ni wapi haswa mtaandaa mdahalo huu?
Last one. There's a mic there.
Hamjamboni.
Hatujambo.
Mimi naitwa Charles Wasonga wa Taifa Leo, reporter wa Taifa. Nauliza hivi, je, kutakuwa na mkalimani wa lugha ya ishara katika mdahalo huo?
Okay. I hope tumeelewa. Asante.
Thank you. I'm Dobi Moturi from the Daily Nation, and my question is, have you decided on the logistics of the venue?
Thank you.
Asanteni sana. Naona kama maswali hata japo yalikuwa matatu yamerudiwa tu. Jibu langu ni kwamba kwa kimombo wanasema trust the process. Kamati yenyewe imefumbuliwa leo, sivyo? Kwa hivyo itatangaza venue, maswali yatakuja vipi ama mkalimani atakuwa vipi, kwa maana wamefumbuliwa leo. Kwa hivyo wale ambao mnawaamini wanaweza kazi hiyo, wapeni muda unapoendelea. Watasema kutakuwa na sayansi kuamua nani anakuja katika mjadala huo, venue ama sehemu ambayo watafanywa itakuwa vipi, na wakalimani pia watakuwa. Kwa hivyo wameanza kazi leo. Siku zinavyoendelea sasa, kamati itakuwa ikitoa mikakati na tarehe za mijadala hiyo na mambo yanavyoendelea. Asanteni.
Thank you very much. We promised each other that we will close after this round. Thank you for that very entertaining session. We've also learned a bit of Swahili in the process. And hopefully that we will leave each one of you with a copy of the media statement. And I think down there you can see, in case you have any queries, you can be able to reach out to the Secretariat. My phone number is there. In case you want, you can be able to make a phone call. Yeah, so I think we'll close at this particular juncture with that, because we have to also move out. But also, may I ask that the media CEOs to come to the front for a picture, just to join the team here who's seated. So may I ask Washira, we have the media CEOs and the officials of MOA to just come to the front to join the team here for a picture moment. Yeah, you guys can sit this way. They'll just come in the back. They don't want to come. I'm told all of you can stand. So we'll talk to him as Washira, just you for your indulgence. Thank you very much.
But this is TikTok. Why can't we start?